Hey, um, so this thing was priority one on my list. This was from the PCW show that happened last weekend. Now, they decided not to have a paying audience. So apparently, the audience that you're going to hear are like friends and family, the few that were there. I did my best to get to this match in the midst of the show. I will say that when I first started watching this, just to make sure I was looking at the right thing, the intro for PCW Remix is really off the charts great. That really struck me right away. And then I did a search for the match that I wanted to look at. The match I want to look at is Naja against Eric. And the build-up for this match has been tremendous. It was a video that I was going to look at before. I'm hoping that they'll have some of that stuff before the match here, since this seems to be such a shockingly well-produced thing. So I'm hoping they have a little bit of the build for this match before the match takes place. If not, I will definitely look at the build at another time. But I woke up and got the stuff that I absolutely had to do, and then once I started knocking out this list, I looked at the list of the matches and promos that I wanted to look at today, and this just really jumped right out at me as the thing that I just wanted to do. So let's get it started. Hopefully this is all working out and it's recording correctly. If not, I'll just cry tears of blood. Oh, good.
Maybe you can fake it.
This looks great.
But you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that?
Oh, that was from their best of sevens, man.
Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
Dude, this video thing is bananas. It's so good.
Fight back.
I just failed to realize this. The only reason I picked Naja, I made Naja relevant. He wasn't even in PCW. You came back as a commentator.
It seems like everybody's just living in the past when it comes to me. Yeah, 6 years ago I stepped away, and I stepped away for personal reasons. I stepped away from being burnt out. It was just a lot going on in my life.
You tried to come in and take my spotlight. First of all, who the do you think you are?
I don't have a second chance. I don't have another time to walk away and fail. I can't fail.
Make it seem like I wasn't nobody. Irrelevant. Now she can talk about his little back injuries and he's been hurt, been through car accidents, been through like.
I'm not back to please anybody
Wow.
else. I'm back because this is what I want to do. You know, training for the past year has been, it's been ups and downs. You know, I've had a lot of personal issues, but at the end of the day, this fight is going to happen.
That heart and soul you used to have, I'm gonna rip that out and stomp on it.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it. He can talk about A-Town beatdowns, Detroit. I don't give a what type of beatdown he talks about. The fact of the matter is, he's not going to beat me.
I'm gonna beat your.
That's all I'm worried about is getting to that ring and beating ERC.
You can take it as a threat, but it's definitely a promise. You gonna understand the definition of an A-Town beatdown.
A-Town beatdown, nah. Threats, promises, it's all words to me.
Oh my gosh. This, I mean, just this level of, oh. So, I'm sorry, it took place against the week before.
This is the one.
I'm into this.
It's all
I
been
can't believe it. I mean, you know, Mr. Eric, you know, when he threw
somehow,
the
some
one
way,
title in the
these
trash
found each other,
show, you know, I was mad, but
and they have found
what the fuck? Who is that?
path
Is that security?
to redemption or
There's Naja.
path to
Is
elevation.
that Duke?
Naja says
Is that Duke?
an official PCW match for the first time in many years, and he's brought along with him PCW original legend, a former rival of his, in the form of the senior official emeritus, Duke Corey.
It is Duke. Holy moly. So Naja, as part of his great build for his hair versus hair match with De La Vega, had a feud
This is
going
the first
with
time
Duke,
I'm
the
getting to sit
referee.
back
It was
and
ludicrous.
tell you about the action, and I
They're
cannot wait
they're
to
letting
watch
Eric
it along
enter
with
second, which I
you.
listen to
ERC.
that. They are booing.
Struggled for every inch he's ever gained.
Got the bulletproof vest.
And
Taking
through
it
his
off.
actions, he's given a lot of those inches right back. First time, I can say
Oh.
he might be ready to take.
I like it.
giant
I
step
mean,
forward.
you know, Eric jumped him in the car and all kinds of stuff in the build for this.
PCW legend. And
Look
he
at the
was
setup.
in some of
The
this
ramp
company's
and all
greatest
that.
matches. But has it been too
We got
long?
pews from the
Has he
church.
been away too long?
Crazy. I need to see this building.
He's been active for all
The
these
COVID
years.
thing.
Has he been away too long to hang? Let's find out together. Action on the floor, hasn't even made it to the ring. Giant chops,
Yeah, they haven't even gone to the ring.
giant kicks. I don't
Referee trying to
know
control this, but
what
there.
these
I mean,
men
there's no
were
way.
thinking
This is a
would be,
rival.
But we all believe.
Oh,
that
the
it will be a
left
fight.
hand
And
into
we
the
see a lot more of
freaking
those friends
hole.
and family have filled in the building because these men knew this was a big night for them. And so they told everybody they could.
So we got the story. He's gonna pick
Come see me.
apart
Come see me take my
ERC's
step
left
forward.
arm, apparently.
Come see me redeem myself. Come see me prove that I belong.
Commentator is, I think, Hankins, obviously, and he's telling the story instead of telling us what we're seeing, which is nice. And look at Duke. I'm curious why Duke is there. I mean, it's for a nostalgia pop, certainly, and kind of a tie-in to Naja. And,
Both competitors finally make their
Naja
way
can still.
into the
Oh, I
ring.
like that. He hits the Guerrero, and then he swings around with that kick. It's nice. He's definitely getting his pound of flesh and his shine on
ERC
Eric.
has got to watch the feet of narcissism. That is the main part of his game plan. That is how he has won matches for years, is with the skills of his kicks.
So what we've established is, in spite of many years away from being in a match,
Large,
Naja
small,
can
it
still
does
do
not
his
matter.
thing, and I think
Naja
that was
says he
important to
kicks you in the right
establish.
way. It is over.
Still throw a chop. If I trained you,
In order
you
for
could throw
ERC
a
to have a
chop.
chance in this match, it has to be fight first.
Building
ask
looks
questions
great.
later. He cannot rely
That
on
was one of
simply
his
countering Naja's
signature
attacks, because
spots.
I do not think he will be able to. He has got to be aggressive in order to win this match. But the
He's
aggressor
staying right on
now
top of
is
Eric. There's no
certainly
wasted
Naja.
motion, that's for sure, which is nice to see. You see a lot of matches that have wasted motion and guys showboating and stuff when it makes no sense, when it's a heated rivalry. Oh, a springboard thing where he drops the head on the arm.
Perfect placement. That shoulder
Love that.
has been a problem for ERC.
Listen to
his
the din of
whole
noise. It's
career.
really
It is
great.
an injury that he never took time to heal, and it is always a vulnerable spot for him. Again, that's why I say his aggression is the best tool he could have in this match. But he has made a mistake of letting Naja get the upper hand. Naja has not been an active wrestler in nearly
wow,
a decade.
nice. boy, that story of just going after the arm, and Eric right now just get beat down as he deserves for all the stuff he did and all the stuff he said.
The right decision, but instead,
I was wondering when he was gonna have this moment here.
And there's that aggression.
So that, oh, I love the throw into the body. Again, it just looks. This is a word I'm gonna use. It looks organic. It looks organic. I'm trying not to stop this thing to talk, so forgive me for talking over Matt Hankins' commentary, which is very good, but I'm into this, and I just want to see it.
Naja's win would always be in question here because of, frankly, folks, because of ring rust. And a strike to the throat like that is going to make breathing more difficult.
Oh, jeez.
And impact of that
wow.
And
Duke selling on the outside. Can't use that left arm, though. Naja's definitely handicapped Eric. And from the jump, which I think is nice. I think it's this sort of homage to, or this sort of allusion to the fact that Eric should have every advantage in this match. He's younger, he's kept wrestling and all that stuff. So Naja needed a bit of an evener. So I get the psychology of it. Instead of just having this thing where it's Naja makes this unrealistic comeback, it's that he actually pulls ahead at the beginning. And then Eric. Oh, look at this. Not using that left arm. Again, I gotta admit, is this the best match that ERC has wrestled? I would say so far, absolutely.
Impact on that shoulder. Naja focusing his strikes right on the injured area.
Nice, right on the arm. I like that. I like the structure of the match too, because it actually shows that Naja is being unselfish in a macro sense, because he's not like, this is about my shine and my moment. It's, you know,
he does not pretend that his circumstances.
The sell is so good. I don't even care what he's doing.
The life he has lived has bred in him a ferocity, a viciousness that he unleashes. And for every
here is he talking to him. Yeah, this feels very personal.
His personal life. He extracts it out in the ring, but Naja says, I'm not going to fall for it a second time. Pops up. Giant
Oh, I love that. Goes for the O'Connor roll. He holds on with the hand. He comes right back up, hits him with the German. It's a nice sequence.
Massive flourishes of action.
Duke trying to will Naja,
followed by moments
to win this match.
Trying to figure out
I like
where
it
to
a
go
lot.
next. What can I
like this
attack
match
next
a lot.
that will win me this match? What can I focus on next? Down!
Oh, first big, really big bump of the
Sizzle,
match.
Victim of a spine buster.
It was
Heavy
great.
rotation by ERC. Really
Again, they're getting so much out of the
shoulder
story and cleanly executed technique. And Eric, and it's a contrast of styles. Eric's thing is just sheer vicious, just vicious. Those knees, so effective. Naja trying to get up, but he can't, right? The will is there, but the body is failing him, which is always a great sell. You know, he's not just lying dead, which guys do too much in a cell, especially baby faces. You should always be struggling. We should always see you struggling, and he's doing that, just that. And Eric, I mean, boy, when you put heat on him, he put heat on him with those knees. That was brutal, brutal series of moves. Someone should take that. I mean, it's just
comes the A-Town.
It just
beat down.
The A-Town beat down. He promised it. We're seeing it. It's important for heels to live up to their word as well.
Choke for good measure.
Who's this ref? The ref is really good. He's matching their energy level. He's not distracting, but he's definitely matching their energy level, which is helping a lot.
I don't know if the body can hold
this
up,
ref?
but the spirit certainly can.
What the heck?
Setting up for an acrobatic move, but he's calling drop. That's got to be it, boys. That's got to be it.
Brutal.
If ERC goes for the cover right now,
Looks
he will
great.
win this match.
Using his
But
head
that
to turn
shoulder,
him.
could those precious seconds of having to use his head to turn Naja over,
It's really,
could those have
it's
been the
really two
difference?
guys who feel like they're giving their all and everything they can do to win this match. Look how cold it is. Everybody's in jackets. And again, you know, people go, oh, he's headlocking with the right arm, but it makes sense. His left arm is nothing, right? We've established that. So you can break rules as long as there's a definitive reason for them in wrestling.
Been in that position
you
many
know?
times. But Naja sees him bouncing off the bottom rope, clothesline.
Bounces off the bottom rope thing is pretty crazy.
There's
Oh, that was good.
Naja. There's the one that made the legend. Staying on top of it.
He
Back on
kicks
that
out,
shoulder.
and this is what I've been.
ERC fighting for
I gotta
his
stop this
life.
because I gotta talk about this because it's really important. So, Naja goes for the pin, and in almost 95% of matches, if not more, that I see, ERC kicks out of that pin, and Naja's sell is, "Oh, I'm so frustrated." Right? You would not do this in a competitive environment. If you had somebody in a vulnerable position, and pinfalls were one of the ways to win, and they kicked out of that pinfall, you would immediately still take advantage of the fact that you are in a dominant position. Does that make sense? I think it's one of the ways wrestling has to evolve, and they're doing it here. So he's going for the pinfall after a big move, the moonsault, right, the lion salt. Goes for the cover, he kicks out, and immediately he goes to another way to win. Because again, if a guy is in a pinfall position, he's in a vulnerable position, and you would be a fool to not try to press your advantage, even if he kicks out of that pin, right? I would say you can do the "I'm frustrated, I can't pin this guy" thing once, and I'm glad they didn't do it here. And instead, he grabs him in this armbar. Eric's immediately trying to clasp his hands to deny it. And Naja's going right to, like, kicking his head. It's such a great spot. It's such a great moment. I'm going to rewind a little bit. Hopefully I don't rewind too far. We'll see.
Staying on top of it.
Right when he locks him into
Back
that
on
arm
that
bar.
shoulder. ERC
Now he
fighting
puts
for
his hands
his
together
life.
and brings his arm over. And no, he stretches the arm out anyway.
How much can that shoulder take? How much will that shoulder take until he's unable to carry
good.
on in this contest? He might be too proud to
Duke
tap
actually
out.
checks
He
in with the
might be
crowd
too
because they're being so
stubborn to
vocal.
pass
So
out.
look
But
at how
long
into
before
it
his
they
body
are. It's
just
so
won't
great to
go.
see. Just
Naja
kicking
Sizzle
away.
is not concerned with
Now
the
he's getting his
well-being
pound
his
of
opponent.
flesh.
He is concerned
Almost
with
literally
the
getting his
well-being
pound of
his
flesh
pride,
Eric
with the
at this
well-being
moment
of
in
his
the match.
career as he
got that
needs
arm
this win
completely
because
helpless.
he came back for this win. Incredible.
A simple move of like a lucha style.
A J-Trix! A J-Trix, man! There's a cutter! I have not seen a J-Trix performed in a PCW ring in I don't know how long. His pride with the well-being
Look
of
at
his
that
career
fucking sequence
as he
again.
needs this
Holy
win
shit!
because he came back for this win.
Tightrope walk. And I thought, oh, he only went to the second, but so he could do this bounce off. The lucha
Incredible
arm drag, which is normally an
athleticism.
unimportant part, goes
A
to the
J-Trix!
big-
A J-Trix,
hits
man!
the
There's a
J-Trix
cutter!
and then hits a cutter.
I have not
Look
seen
at
a
the crowd
J-Trix
is even
performed
like-
in a PCW ring in I don't know how long. A staple of a mentor of ERC in the form of Jay Fury.
That was fantastic.
But only a
And
two
he's
count.
mad. He's like, I busted out the big thing. See, that's a case where it's the heel giving the babyface, honestly, a little time to recover so it feels realistic.
You hear
Crowd's
the
into it.
divisions
We hear
and
clapping.
the invited guest here.
Dude.
And there's
Referee
the
match
brashness, but
moment.
Naja
I'm glad
will
he's not
back
doing the
down.
double
He will
count.
not be
I'm glad he's not
intimidated in
doing
this
it.
match. Both men have
And he
thrown
gets on their
everything at
level.
each other.
Good job,
Nothing
referee.
has been enough
This
to
is a
get
moment
it
where I
done
don't
yet.
want a double
What have
count.
they
I
got
think it
left
takes
in the
away
tank?
from it. I think we want to see the struggle of getting up. We want Rocky Balboa, Apollo Creed at the end of 2. We want this moment. Now, the stand and deliver makes sense. He hits
All the
once.
moves are out the door. All the
I'm glad they're not just trading. They're actually like going at it. Boom, boom. Bop.
The educated
Oh.
feet of up Naja
Looks great.
right on the button. ERC, massive spear.
And you hear the air go out of the crowd in a good way of like, we were not expecting
You're
this.
seeing it.
Holy
All
crap.
the moves are out the
Let's look at
door.
this.
All
No,
the
no, no.
strategy
We gotta
is
look
out
at
the
this
door.
ranking.
Invited guest here.
Again, this match is surprising me, and it's so
And there's the
wonderful to see.
brashness, but Naja
They're not
will
taking
not
away
back
from
down.
the
He will
story
not
of the
be
match. They're
intimidated in this
accentuating
match.
and they're adding
Both
different
men
flavors
have
to
thrown
it, and I
everything
like
at
it
each
a lot.
other. Nothing has
See
been
this,
enough
you
to
see
get
this.
it done yet. What have they got left in the tank?
Chanting, great forearm, punch, punch, punch. Look at this match.
All the moves
They're
are
rocking
out the
each
door.
other.
All the
It looks so
strategy
good.
is out the door. This is turned into a
That little
slugfest.
fake kick, man, and then the spin kick.
Naja
Oh,
Sisyphus,
so
right on
good.
the button. ERC,
And then uses that
massive
momentum,
spear.
uses that distance to hit the spear for another double down. I'm feeling it.
You're seeing it, folks. You are seeing the desperation creep into each of these men.
Oh no. Motherfucker. I gotta know how this thing ends. Dude. See how I didn't damn it. Why is the end of the episode end of the match not here? Incredibly well done. Hankins or whoever, you better get me the end of this fucking match. I'm gonna put this thing up anyway. So many teachable moments. My God, this thing is amazing. Is anybody doing a match like this right now? This kind of emotion, this kind of so fucking good. Just the structure of the match is followed. I get the subtle storytelling that they're doing, where Naja is the returning guy, maybe past his prime, at the very least ring rust. So they give Eric that injury right away, right off the missed left hand punch, and then he continues to work on that arm to destroy it. So that's the evening thing. But when Eric has his moments, I mean, that series of knees on the ground to Naja was brutal, as brutal like a heat spot on a heel to a face as I've seen, and I've never seen it quite like that before. And then when he hits the J-Trix cutter thing, a really awesome moment. And then their exchange, instead of just, and I would have been really happy, I'm just being honest, if they had just gone back and forth, yay, boo, bullshit. I would have said they've earned that, it makes sense in the context of the match, but the fact that it was like, I'm trying to hurt you, I'm hitting you with a series of things. Now I'm hitting you with a series of things, and they're all sold appropriately and capped off with that spear to lead to the finish of this match, which now I don't get to fucking watch, and now it's driving me crazy. It's like I'm going to get Hankins on the phone. This shit is so good. So good, and the build is fantastic, and it's a great story of a disrespectful heel who's never had his moment and been sort of called out for not having his moment. So he's gonna do it on Naja, and then having Duke there. I'm curious what that's going to be as well. Anyway, this has been great. I'm gonna put this thing up because I got more work to do. And hopefully some of that work is as pleasant as this was. Fucking great shit. I'm probably going to look at, somebody sent me a promo from Pro South, so I'm going to take a look at that next.